Welcome to my review of Let Him Go, the latest from filmmaker Thomas Bezucha, starring Kevin Costner and Diane Lane, aka the best version of mine, Pakant, that you've ever seen in any movie. To my disappointment, this is unfortunately not a follow-up to Man of Steel, where they just go in search of Clark, but nevertheless, let's talk about it. We follow a retired sheriff and his wife who, grieving over the death of their son, set out to find their only grandchild because their daughter-in-law, after becoming a widow, has married a man who comes from a very sinister family from an entirely different state. Now, before we crack on with the review, I want to know your thoughts. That's the most important part of any review, is for you to share your opinions and start the conversation in the comments. And if you're new here, please consider clicking the subscribe button because it really helps me out, it really helps the channel out, and it allows you to be aware of every time I put a new review out, and I would just really appreciate it. Plus, don't tell anyone, but it's free. Now, as soon as the first images for this film came out, I was like, that is Ma and Pa Kent. Is this a Man of Steel spin-off of some kind? And no, it's not, and I was just being facetious. I wasn't expecting that to be, but I'm a huge fan of both Diane Lane and Kevin Costner, and they're really great in this film. This is one of those films that really is elevated by its main performances, and the performances and the writing for characters specifically really elevate the conflicts and the drama and tension that ensues. There's a particular scene where the couple goes into the family of their new son-in-law, quote unquote, and it's filled with unbridled tension. It's so well executed. Lesley Manville playing the matriarch of this new family is deliciously wicked. She knows exactly what the scene needs, and she elevates it every time she is on screen. As I mentioned previously, characters, performances, they are really what elevates the film, because I feel the film has a lot of great parts. Weirdly enough, it ends up not being really great, because unfortunately for the first half of this film, I was just waiting for it to get going. I was rooting for these characters, I was into this story, I was into this premise, and it takes like the first hour of the film for it to get going and to start. It really is just this couple realizing they want their grandson because he has gone far away with his mother, and his mother is in an abusive relationship. And then it's just them out looking for them and not finding them, and then trying another way to find them, and then not finding them again, then trying another way to find them, and then failing and trying another way to find them. And it just feels like it's going in circles to try and justify its runtime. So there are a lot of great elements. The story is great inherently. A couple who's going after someone who's not even related to them by blood, but that they feel a love for and feel that they have to protect that person, and also she is the mother of their only grandchild. Because once that hour mark hits, once they finally find this family and the conflict gets going, once the story is allowed to develop furthermore and the drama ensues, this film really won me over. It's too bad that first hour was just, why are we not getting started? Why are we not going? Why are we wasting so much unnecessary time? And I really can't find an answer. I think the film needed to polish a little bit more of the script, to tone it down maybe 10 to 15 minutes less so the movie could get going faster, because I swear that last hour of the film is really great. Lots of drama, lots of tension, lots of conflict, lots of suspense. This has all the elements of a really great human compelling thriller, and it does accomplish that for only half of the film, unfortunately. It's not one of those films that I can pinpoint specific flaws in terms of pacing, or the film did this instead of doing that. No, the film really doesn't do anything really until that first hour, and it felt like it was just stopping itself from executing what it always wanted to do until that hour mark. It feels really weird that I was so in already, even though the film wasn't doing anything with its inherent premise, with its inherent greatness. Because when you have top-notch performances like you do from Diane Lane, Kevin Costner, Lesley, Manville, when you have really good characters and solid writing, beautiful, jaw-dropping cinematography with all these landscapes, the night shoots that they must have gone through, some of the shots in this film, especially when it's in the evening, are just gorgeous. Unfortunately, the film doesn't quite capitalize on it until we're halfway through, which was disappointing. But when you do hit that 1 hour mark, when this film does get going, it accomplishes just about everything you might want and expect. I'm giving Let Him Go a B-. Now, what did you think of Let Him Go, my beautiful geekies? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Start the conversation. And if you haven't checked it out yet, my merch is now on sale on TeePublic and Redbubble. Links for that in the description. Support the channel by buying some fire merch on those stores. And I'll be back very soon with more reviews for Happiest Season, Super Intelligence, and many others throughout the week and weekend. So I hope to see you there. So until then, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and share with your friends. Have them join the conversations that you started in the comments below. So till the next video, stay beautiful, stay geeky, and most importantly, above everything else, forever and always, love each other and love the movies.